We recently stayed at the Manoa Arenal in Costa Rica in the La Fortuna area. This is room 209. It was a big room. Everything was well maintained. Good lighting. Lighting in the bathroom was also good. There's a plant in the bathroom, which is very interesting. There was a skylight, which gave you good lighting also, even when the lights were off. Not shown is also a safe, and there's also robes and extra blankets in the room. Nice coffee setup. There was a little mini bar with things you could purchase. Waters came with the room, and they delivered new waters every day. Outside private patio overlooking a beautiful garden. The gardens were well maintained, and they were all just beautiful, and you could see the birds and hear the birds. This is the restaurant. There was a breakfast included with the stay, a buffet breakfast, which had a large variety of food. The property also had a shuttle that would come pick you up, and it could take you anywhere on the property, whether to the pool or reception or the restaurant. For us, it was quite walkable. We were centrally located, so we really didn't need to use it that much. You could see the restaurant is also very beautiful. It overlooks, there was a lake. We saw some animals during our stay at breakfast. It was a large buffet for breakfast, an omelet station, just a little bit of everything. As you can imagine, in Costa Rica, the coffee was also very good. The staff was all very nice, very helpful. The front desk could arrange taxis or transport or help you with tours. They were extremely helpful and extremely informative. Very large pool area. Here's the pool area. Beautiful vegetation throughout. The pool area had a swim-up bar, had lounges in and out of the sun. There was food there, drinks there. You could get pizza, you could get hamburgers. There was a good selection, salads. There's a good selection of food at the pool. We stayed at a time where it really wasn't that busy, so a lot of times we had the pool to ourselves, or the hot tubs, as you'll see in a couple minutes, to ourselves. This is entering the hot tub area. These were all thermal hot tubs. Well, that's the end of the pool. These were all thermal hot tubs we're going to come into next. And there were so many of them. And they were your private hot tub. You could find your own private hot tub. There's a little lizard guy. They really just go on and on and on. And we stayed, every time we went to the hot tub, we went to a different hot tub. It was well lighted at night. We went a couple of times at night. Towels throughout. There was a section that was adults only. Again, it wasn't that busy while we were there, so it really didn't matter. But there were quite a few hot tubs that were in the adults only section. We were at the start of the rainy season, so it did rain a bit while we were there, off and on, not the whole day. But there was so much coverage that if you're in the hot tubs, you really didn't even notice it was raining. The bathroom area as we go into the hot tubs. That one was a long way down. We did not try that one. These trees are bamboo, which was a little unusual. I'm not used to seeing bamboo like that. There's a little waterfall there. There were some sections that had little chairs and little rocking chairs and tables. This is the adults only section. Everywhere on the property, it was just gorgeous. So, you know, the vegetation was just so beautiful, and the nature sounds was very relaxing, and just everything was beautiful. It had just rained, as you can see. Frequently it had just rained. But we did get a lot of sunny patches, and it was warm, so, you know, even if it was raining, you didn't get cold from it. Oh, and there are little hangers at each pool so you could hang all your stuff.